class is dedicated in memory of Rachel Leah Bas Reb Chaim Tzvi. May her neshama have an aliyah. We begin the second section of our shiurim, our classes on the classic Kitzur Shulachan Aruch by Reb Shlomo Ganzri. This is officially the first of the first class of the second series. Begin on page 92, Siman Yudalid, chapter 14, in the Mitzuda edition of the Kitzur Shulachan Aruch. Siman Yudalid deals with the laws of Pseukei D'Zimra. Pseukei D'Zimra is a term we use to refer to the portion of davening of our daily prayers from the beginning of Baruch She'amar until after the Yishtabach. The Baruch She'amar, as we'll discuss in just a moment, is the blessing recited prior to the Pseukei D'Zimra section. The Yishtabach is the bracha recited upon the conclusion of the Pseukei D'Zimra. The term Pseukei D'Zimra literally is a reference to psukim, verses of song, verses that praise and sing to our Creator, the Ribbon Shalom. Although the actual texts of the Pseukei D'Zimra, namely the blessing before the Baruch She'amar, the Yishtabach, does not appear in our Talmud, in our Gemara, nor does the absolute obligation to recite any specific compilation of psalms, of praises taken from the Tehillim prior to the blessings of the Shema, or prior to the Shemona Esrei, which of course is the central point of our davening. Nonetheless, the Rishonim, the medieval commentators, point out that there are two distinct concepts accomplished by the Pseukei D'Zimra that in fact find very strong expression in our Gemara. Some explain that the purpose of reciting these particular psalms, mostly taken from Tehillim of King David, as well as other places throughout the Kisvei HaKodesh, throughout the Tanakh, is in order to put ourselves in a framework, in a mindset corresponding to Simcha Shel Mitzvah. The Talmud at the beginning of the fifth parak of Brachas teaches that a person, when getting up to daven, when getting up to pray, specifically when getting up to recite the Shemona Esrei, the Amidah portion of the davening, has to be in a positive state of mind, not to be sad, not to be morose, not to be depressed. Rather, one should daven the Shemona Esrei out of Simcha Mitoch Simcha Shel Mitzvah. What exactly is Simcha Shel Mitzvah? Simcha, joy out of a mitzvah. What does that mean? So Rashi in the Gemara explains that Simcha Shel Mitzvah means to be in a frame of mind that when one is approaching Hashem and davening the Shemona Esrei, one is in a state of happiness as a result of reflecting on Hashem's unique relationship with His chosen people. We say in the Yehi Chavav, Ki lo yitosh Hashem amo, that Hashem never forsakes us, and so many other verses throughout these particular selections that have been chosen for our Sidurim. The central theme of most of these psukim would be our relationship with Hashem, that no matter how difficult times sometimes may seem, nonetheless, as we have a unique relation, but Hashem promises He'll never let us go, He'll never forsake us, and this should put us in a positive state of mind. This is how Rashi, as well as Tosfos, explain the concept of Simcha Shel Mitzvah, and writes Tosfos on the page in Maseches Brachos, this is why we have the practice of going all the way back to possibly Talmudic times, and certainly the Gaonic period, the years immediately following the closure of the sealing of the Talmud in the 6th century of the Common Era, certainly going back to the Gaonic period, a long-standing tradition to recite the various selections that we have printed in our Sidurim, that the Pseukei D'Zimra, by paying attention, by reading the words and reflecting on the themes contained therein, these verses are intended to put us in a state of Simcha Shel Mitzvah. Other Rishonim, such as the Or Zarua, one of the greatest of the medieval codifiers, and the source of many of our halachos, suggests that the purpose of Pseukei D'Zimra is not merely to create simcha shel mitzvah, but rather follows the Talmudic dictum in which the Gemara teaches us that la'olam yisader adam shvacha shel makam v'achar kach yispalel, that a person doesn't just get up and make requests, but rather a person first praises Hashem before making any specific request. The truth is, our Shemona Esrei has three distinct components. The 18 brachas begin with three blessings of praise, then are followed by requests, bakashos, that's the middle section, and followed by another three blessings in which we thank Hashem. According to the Or Zarua, essentially the purpose of the Pseukei D'Zimra is to amplify that first section, as yes, the Shemona Esrei is established with praise, and that's beginning the first blessings of the 18 of the 19 can be characterized as praises of